What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. I'm, of course, your GM, your DM for the night, Mr. Jumbo Thick. I'm joined by the entire cast and crew of the Emberfellas. And we will begin our brief introductions because we've got some ground to cover today. We will start with one Pierce Galactic. If you could introduce yourself real fast.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Pierce Galactic again. I will be playing BREVERAK, the Ronin Samurai Hobgoblin Warrior.
Yes.
Just trying to free his name, and perhaps at this moment we're going to have an opportunity to.
Yeah, you indeed might have an opportunity to do so. And our newest member of the crew, Kayla.
Question mark.
All right. My name is Valerie. I am a former elf turned Dhampir. I am 5'11", 165 pounds, 257 years old, yellow eyes, long white hair, porcelain skin, and I am traveling with 3 hobgoblins who are my little lady and maiden people. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Indeed. And then our one missing in action, Doobie 209.
What's going on, everybody? Play Dayu, 40-ish-year-old hobgoblin and monk, can say, who is 5'10", 160-ish. And that's about the description's probably going to change either at the next lup or when I get out of these clothes that I was wearing when I was swallowed by a toad.
Yes, indeed. Is anybody else hearing the reverb with Doobie there?
I was so mesmerized by Doobie 209.
Just making sure it's not just me. Having some strange audio.
I just thought it was my internet connection.
Thank you for that, Dan. Speaking of, Dan, care to introduce yourself?
Oh, since I just butt right in there. Apropos of nothing, this episode is being recorded on my birthday. But other than that, everything. Oh yeah, right. But I am playing one Moog Brojaw. He's a bugbear. He's heir of the House of Moog, and he's about 40-odd years old. He's on a mission. He's here to arrest BREVERAK, bring him in, preferably alive. I didn't go with plan.
We talked about this.
And well, now we're in a trap. We ended up in a trap. We knew it was a trap, but we went in anyway.
You did.
Indeed, you
did.
So, he's kind of a mix between Chewbacca and Worf. If you know those copyrighted characters that aren't a part of this game.
Of course. Speaking of copyrighted characters, Jumbo Smooth.
Hello, everyone. I am Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing the role of Rogar, son of Amma, this evening. He's a 7'5", 400-pound white dragonborn from the Great North. He is looking for people from his past, trying to understand his place in the world. He's a young man. And here's a cry of a small child.
Yep. She's running here.
But yes, that's Rogar. Let me see that baby.
No. All right. So, sorry about that. Last we left off, the Emberfellas, minus Dayu, since he was sleepy, we'll call it, had traveled back to the docks after a interesting experience and had been propositioned by one Moog Broadjaw, who is attempting to fulfill his last deal with a certain White Shroud captain by the name of Glazig to bring in BREVERAK, alive, preferably, for a meeting, a chance to prove his innocence. The rest of you, after seeing his martial prowess and for some reason attempting, allowing to accompany you back to the crooked plank, along with Velry and her courtier. You traveled with Moog to a secluded part of the docks where you entered into an abandoned warehouse with the smell of damp, rotting wood. Very brightly lit in here. No, it's not a dark place. As well as a over 20-foot tall ceiling precipice. Glazig was on a bit of a raised platform towards the back of the warehouse. The rest of you, BREVERAK, Rogar, and Moog, were down on the ground floor. There were 5 other individuals inside said warehouse, all dressed in kimonos, bearing the colors and emblems of Clan White Shroud, as well as very heavy cloaks that they had wrapped around their shoulders and obscuring most of their facial features. None of you passed any significant perception test to find out much more than that. Velry, however, had decided to be wary of said situation, as it sounded like it might possibly be a trap of some kind. Had decided to scale the outside wall and led up to a set of windows that where most of the light is coming into this warehouse from, along the roof. All of you spotted her because she did not stealth very well. And I do believe BREVERAK was trying to draw attention so that possibly no one else would see her walking by. When Glazig, in a fury, threatening BREVERAK, asking him why he didn't come to prove his innocence when he had the chance, marched down in front of the party, and as he passed Moog, his weapon shifted into fleshy texture as he rammed a bludgeoning-like appendage into Moog's back for significant pain and effect. And before we kick off that, I'm going to dial it back for a second to our good friend Dayu. So Dayu.
Yes.
You come to consciousness. You're in the crooked plank.
Mm.
You did get a long rest. However, you did not pass the check needed to go down further in your exhaustion.
Yes.
So you come to upstairs. You're probably not feeling very well. What do you do?
Daytime? Nighttime?
It is daytime, and I will say the sun is out, which is rare occurrence in Port Torona. The sun is out. The sky is clear.
Our bartender guy is there.
Yes, Din is downstairs, as well as some, well, you would have met them previously, but there are several hobgoblin females as well, dressed in somewhat finery, if not a little strange. It's not exactly local. You might akin it to perhaps, I don't know, more European style, maybe. Regardless, though, Din is in fact gushing over one of the older ones. Apparently, he's waiting on her hand and foot. You see him kind of rummage around the counter, trying to serve her as best he can. And as he spots you, oh, you're up, Dayu.
Yeah, as I limp towards the bar.
Your friends just left. You're in fine
Where'd they
company.
go?
Oh, you remember the bounty hunter guy, Moog?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently he was going to bring BREVERAK to some kind of meeting over here in the docks, as far as I know, at least from what I overheard.
That doesn't sound very good.
Probably not. I was asked to watch over these fine ladies. And he kind of puffs his chest up a little bit.
Yeah, you can handle that.
Oh, yes, of course.
Do you know where they were taking him precisely?
All I heard was they were not venturing far. Somewhere on the docks, maybe a warehouse. There's a few of those empty, especially after the past couple of days.
It's always a warehouse.
It is always a warehouse.
Well, do you have any more of that drink?
The fire wine.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wow.
It kind of slides you a shot glass of it.
Yeah. Knowing the trouble BREVERAK's in, I'm probably going to need this. And I toss it back.
All exhaustion is temporarily removed for 8 hours. So, with that, as you begin to set out, give me a perception test, and this will determine how quickly you find your friends.
Straight, or do you want me to use advantage?
You can use advantage because you can use your hearing.
Shit, 23.
23. Okay, so I'm going to say you're going to get there not the first round, but the next round. You will arrive on scene and be able to act.
I'll hear a kerfuffle happening.
Yes, indeed. So I will need everybody to roll me initiative at this point, because we are kicking this off. That is a lot of
Natural
initiative.
20?
Oh, that's very nice, Valerie. Too bad it's an initiative roll.
Oh man, 4.
And so we're gonna pause right there.
Yeah, because I want to redo my initiative roll anyway. I'm gonna switch dice.
She's adorable.
She's just something. Oh no,
How she handle Benadryl?
you said there was a we could take a mulligan on that, bro.
No, indeed.
Yeah.
Use the luck point on my initiative.
That's my golf joke. That's my one golf joke. Thank you. You're welcome.
Mo got a 9. I saw.
We're a dude shirt today. Pretty cool. And
Oh,
That's
look at
pretty
that.
goddamn
Yeah. 23. Oh, that's an 11 for initiative.
Okay, like no jokes here, but like, so does he like double his size like every month or something like that? Because he's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know they're babies.
Have you
They
seen
grow-
how
they
xenomorphs
grow them
grow?
up.
yeah. Well, we take him to the doctor on Monday, so we'll see how big he is.
When he's in the 99th percentile.
BREVERAK, is that your initiative? A 4?
No, that was me. That's
Yes,
not that.
it is. Okay, I was making sure that wasn't like an attack roll or something.
Okay.
No, I
Okay,
said if you look,
that's
I
fine.
was testing out
That's
dice
fine.
before we started playing. That's one of
That's
the. I don't know why it got flipped in there.
Yeah,
I'll be happy to re-roll
good.
it.
It's good. So
Standing right next to the fucker too. God damn it.
3 for this.
At least you're not down 23 points already.
That's true.
I am.
That's true.
I usually am, so I'm very grateful
Could be,
about
Hey.
that.
could be good for that.
We have to protect
I'm
my,
in that statement. Watch out.
That's
see if
impressive.
I can help my buddy Moog over here.
And for the last
We knew
one.
about him, if you tried to
The
suitcase you,
doppelganger.
it's just gonna pick you up like a suitcase, bro.
Yeah, we've seen what
I
doppelgangers
know.
do to
I
people.
like. I'm really as a player. I'm like,
Okay.
bastard. But it is like fantastic. Like at the same time.
So,
All right.
we are starting officially. All right. Hopefully, no more distractions, at least for a little while. So, first in initiative order is going to be Velry. She is going to be first to act. Now, Velry, from your vantage point, you just saw this creature begin to form, and when it took shape, when it took form, it got taller. It got taller than Moog. And Moog is, I believe, Moog, were you 8 feet tall?
I'm pretty tall guy.
Yes.
About 7. I'm
Yeah. So
not
this
much
thing,
taller than Rogar.
this thing begins to stretch and elongate. Its form becomes like a fleshy, purplish, pinkish mass, and it moves about 2 feet taller than Moog. It's about 10 feet tall now, and it's like a melting blob. It's not looking at you, but the rest of you see in the center of its what should be a face is just an empty black void that's kind of swirling in on itself. You unfortunately don't see that, Valerie. Well, fortunately do not see that. In addition to that, you can see that there are 5 more individuals that have positioned themselves that are coming around and beginning to try to flank around the party, trying to encircle them. As far as you know, no one has spotted you. Now you are 20 feet up in the air, looking through this window. So what would you like to do?
I guess I would get in well, I would think I would want to like bust through the window, I guess. But would that be like, would that break my I guess they would hear me at that point, so I wouldn't get like advantage on like trying to.
No, probably not. Probably not.
Or does the window open from the top?
No. These windows are made to not open, in fact.
Okay. Well, would I be able to bust through it, or are they like too thick to do?
I will say that you can see that there's several panes missing already. It's not like this is in the best shape. So yes, you could easily slam through it. No check needed. You're very strong. If you wanted to, it will make noise.
If I were to do that, would I be able to kind of like jump down on the monster without like?
Sure. Yeah, we actually have rules for this. Believe it or not.
You said what?
We have rules for this. If you want to try to fall, do you want to try to jump on top of the creature? Yeah. Okay. So let me actually find those real quick, because those do in fact exist. Let me see here.
Oh, you're a badass. I don't know where this is going, but it just sounds badass.
I would want to rage while doing this, of course.
Of course, yeah. We see it all happen. Rage. And then I have another child running in here. Okay, so I do have the rules, finally. Let's see if this works. So, first give me an attack roll.
Just any attack?
Yeah, just whatever you're attacking with, attack roll. I'm assuming you're using your claws like you normally do?
Yes.
Yeah. .23 is definitely going to hit. Did you want to use reckless attack? Did you want to do it at advantage?
Yes, you know what? Let's do it.
Okay. So make it again to see if you get a natural 20 for that, and then and then you'll make your second attack too, as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first one hits anyway. So then roll, and you can actually, if you right-click on it, on the attack, you can actually click advantage, and it'll just roll them both.
On your iPad, you'll have to hold it down.
Yeah.
Like the hit on the.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Okay, so 16. All right, they both hit. Go ahead and roll damage for both. Okay, 10. Is that plus anything?
Yeah, it'd be plus. Isn't it 2 for rage?
Yeah, 2. So 12 for that. 12 plus.
So 9.
So plus 9. Okay, so that's a pretty good amount. All right, so a good chunk of damage comes in as you fall down. Now, however, it's going to have to make a. Both of you are going to have to make a dexterity saving throw now. You as well. It's going to make one. It's actually surprisingly dexterous, so you failed. It passed. So you're going to take the full damage. It's only going to take half damage. That is going to be. You're going to take 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wait, I think I get advantage. It says advantage on dex.
You do actually. Yeah, roll again.
Okay. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, okay, so you pass as well. So you're going to take 7 points of bludgeoning damage from the fall, just the impact onto the creature. The creature also is going to take 7 additional points of damage as you fall on top of it. It does, however, manage to keep its footing, and so do you. So you don't fall prone on the floor as you hit it. You just kind of like tear into the creature, kind of sloughing through its back, and then you kind of land next to it. Hard, but not so bad. And you can subtract that in half because you're raging, so that would only be 3 points. Yeah. And you're, for all intents and purposes, I'll call that your move and your action. Do you want to do anything else, bonus action wise?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm just coming in hard.
As you, extremely hard, I'd say. As you rip into it, the creature that once was Glazig kind of makes this terrible screeching sound, and as it does, it kind of spins around, and you see the empty void. All of you, in fact, see the empty void, with the exception of Dayu, because he's not there. And I need everyone to give me a sanity saving throw.
What do I roll for that?
So just roll d20 and then add your sanity modifier. BREVERAK got a natural 20. Very good.
Oh, shit.
53.
That's a 19.
19 for Moog.
Ruined my
That's
life.
good. Pretty good for
Oh,
as
shit.
well. Let's see what Velry got.
Oh,
You guys all passed. All of you passed.
Yeah.
What's the I don't even know what my saving modifier is.
What's your
Roll.
sanity score? Was it a 13? I
It
think.
was a 13. Yeah.
So you basically for yours, you'd just add a +1.
Okay.
Yeah. So you all pass though, easily pass.
Didn't
The
even blink.
You know, BREVERAK and Rogar, and Moog even, I guess have seen worse in the past. And Velry comes from a place much more horrible than whatever this abomination is inflicting upon you. A lesser soul might break and crack, and perhaps something strange happen to them. However, the rest of you save face, and the creature, in frustration, just kind of spins around. As it does, its face will shift back into that of Glazig, which is disgusting because it's like Glazig's face on this giant 10-foot tall molting body. And it says in a strange speech, I'm gonna butcher this. Finglui Mgwagan Cthulhu Relay Wagnal Fatagan.
I speak German?
It's like German.
Does anyone speak deep speech?
Negative. On that
No.
for me.
Okay. So none of you recognize the words. As he says this, though, the rest of the possible assailants begin to chant it back.
Oh.
And that is the end of his turn, which will then bring me to Dayu, which I'm going to say that this, because you're not going to get to act on the first round.
Yes.
This initial round right here is you getting to wherever you want to make entrance on this warehouse.
Yes.
The front doors, you hear this kind of strange thing. You hear the glass shatter above the warehouse. You hear these strange words bellow out in a bizarre speech, and they sound almost wet and syrupy. You also hear screams of pain, and obviously there's something happening inside of there. The large doors, which are large, like big warehouse doors, are closed and barred from what you can tell. They have not been moved. There's an alley to the side where you can hear the echoes kind of reverberating down, that you could probably assume that's where the party made entry. As well, there was the sound of obviously glass shattering and moving. And with your previous perception test, you could tell that was obviously the roof. So there are 2 modes of entry. Dayu's more than capable of scaling 20 feet if you wanted to. So whichever direction you want to enter from.
Okay. Probably anime run, you know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then We'll go down the alley since I hear the voices coming from there.
Okay. All right. So you kind of start heading down the alley quickly, which will then bring me to one of my cultists. One of the cultists, the one that was standing next to Glazig when he was up on the kind of raised platform section, throws back his cloak, revealing a scaled hand upon his normal, like, hobgoblin-like flesh. His hand looks scaled and green. The tips of the fingers ending in small little talons. And as he chants back those terrifying words, he is going to point his hand, open palm, towards Velry, since she just ripped into this creature. And I need Velry to give me a wisdom saving throw. That's a fail. So Velry, as you're slashing into him, suddenly lock up, and you are paralyzed.
Oh.
Yes.
What is
You are currently paralyzed. At the end of your turn, you will get a chance to save from this.
What was the chant, bro? What were the words?
Don't make me say it again.
Oh, come on.
It is in deep speech. You don't know it. That's all it can do, though. And it's kind of up on this raised podium, about 30 feet from all of you. That then will bring me to Moog Broadjaw. Now, Moog, you're standing right next to this creature. You definitely hear and probably see Velry, as well as you see the what is now revealed to be some kind of abomination cultist up on the raised platform that's casting some kind of foul magic. They're also. Did I skip you?
I was 18 in my initiative roll.
Oh, dude, I forgot to put you in. I forgot to.
Pause.
I didn't add you in it.
That's all right.
Damn, for some reason didn't add you. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Let me try to fix that.
Record scratch. Cut back. Siri, go back.
I don't think
seconds.
it's gonna let me move you. Okay.
It might not.
You're just gonna have to remind me
Okay.
that you're
After Velry?
No, you're after the creature. So you're before dying.
After the creature.
Yeah, just remind me that you'll go now. You can go now. Well, let's just let Moog go, and then you'll go.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, since we already started Moog.
Okay.
So Moog, what I just described, there also are the remaining cultists that are now kind of starting to reveal themselves. None of them have the scaled skin like the guy on top of the podium, but they're all beginning to fan out around the rest of you. So this is becoming a treacherous situation. So Moog, what would you like to do?
Right. First thing, take a second wind.
Okay. Yes. Good idea.
Because bonus action second wind. Oh, nice. That's going to be
very
13.
Good. Yeah. 13 points of healing.
Because I just took a big old fat smack in the face. Okay, so that leaves me with my action. So, I'd like to take a shot at the nearest, the nearest enemy. Maybe
that would be the one that punched you in the back very hardly. Yes.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, I want to take a shot at him with my crossbow, my big heavy crossbow. Okay?
All right. You are in melee, but you are an expert, so no penalties. Go ahead and make an attack roll.
That's right, and I'm going to use sharpshooter.
Okay.
Take a. What is that? A -5.
It's a -5.
10.
You have a -5.
-5 for a +10. Okay. But I am then going to use my precision strike.
Oh, okay.
Superiority die.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and roll.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll the superiority.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 7. All right.
+7.
+2.
Yeah.
+2 on this roll.
All right.
Oh, so that's just gonna miss though.
Well, hold on. It misses. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I will say it doesn't miss by much, unfortunately. Mo, you take aim, and it's blubbering in front of you, and you let loose, and when you do,
So it would have been a 12.
at 12, yeah, 12. It's you're barely short here. Unfortunately, the bolt passes by. It's like part of its flesh, which it's almost like amorphous, like it's shifting and moving, becoming other things, and it just kind of passes through a hole harmlessly. Would you like to do anything else?
Anymore.
Unfortunately, you can't.
No, that's it. That is
Okay.
Let's actually. You know what? F this guy. We're in hot potatoes here.
Mhm.
I'm gonna action surge.
Okay.
And take another shot.
Go ahead and give me another
and
shot.
I'm gonna do the whole thing all over again. We're just gonna do it
All right.
just the same thing.
All right.
But this time we're gonna actually hit. Oh, hey, let's hope this turns out better.
Wow.
That's plus 2.
So +2.
Nah, come on. It's an 11 now. That's worse.
I'm sorry.
God dang it.
I'm sorry. You
Oh.
valiant effort.
You're the worst.
You're so close.
All right, so
You're so close, and you very quickly.
Rogar's got to come in and make up for this garbage.
As two bolts just fly, and I maybe it's because it's so close. The second bolt, perhaps you're even struck by the creature slightly, and your aim is thrown off, which otherwise would have been very lethal, I'm sure. As that happens, friend Rogar, it is your turn.
All right. How far is Rogar from these things?
I'm going to say you, BREVERAK, and, Valrie's up top. So you and BREVERAK were closer to the hole.
Okay.
So you hear Dayu coming up behind you. Not that you know that's Dayu.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say you guys are probably about 20 feet from where Moog is standing. Like you guys were coming through when he began to berate all of you. Which means that the caster up on the platform would be somewhere around 40-ish feet. And a few of the cultists are closer, depending on what you guys want to do.
Can I move 10 feet
Mm-hmm.
to get in 30-foot range of the caster?
Okay.
And I want to throw my javelin of lightning at him.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. If there's any way I can position myself where someone else is in the way, I'll do that. But not.
Okay. I'll tell you.
I mean, that's.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you how we'll do it. I'll tell you how we'll do it. Odds or evens?
Evens.
Okay. If you roll the attack and it hits and it's an even number, I will say that you get at least one other person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. I'm scared. Fuck! Hey! 8! Damn it! I'm never gonna hit anyone with this javelin.
So you move into the room and you
Damn it.
you see the strange shaman on the on the pedestal when you and as you do, it obviously he sees it coming, but he doesn't bother to move as it sails high above his head. And it just, you overshot it. You're just not used to throwing it, I guess.
We're not a ranged party. We just doing everything.
No
No more ranged weapons.
So you still have
close.
20 feet of movement.
Okay. Can we say I raged before that?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm angry
Now
now.
because you missed.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'll if I move closer to the doppelganger, can I make it?
Yeah, you can make it to him. You can make it to him. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you want to get in the melee with Velry, you, and Moog. You guys are all there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That will then bring me to BREVERAK, Black Shroud. It is your turn. So similar setup to what we did with Rogar.
All right. This would be different if BREVERAK had higher initiative gone first. But... So how many of our... How is that 3 of my crew are up on the doppelganger right now?
Yes, they are. You do hear footsteps coming from behind you. You have no idea who they are.
My vengeance. My vengeance. So that means how many of the cultists are around me within?
So within a few feet of you, you have two cultists coming from ahead that are coming in your direction. The other two appear to be flanking around. It looks like they're going to be moving around on the rest of your party towards the center. Then you've got the one cultist up on the kind of raised section, the one that's obviously got the scaly hand.
Okay. How far is that one? How far from me?
So the
that's too far. I mean, that's over 30 feet.
Yeah,
right?
he's about 40 feet. The other two, you could probably get into melee with them if you'd like.
Oh, we will.
Okay.
We would like to. Yeah.
Okay. So you kind of begin moving that direction towards the other two that are looking to kind of take control of the battlefield. Go ahead, and as you run through the wreckage and refuse in this warehouse, go ahead and make me an attack roll.
All right. No, we're just gonna get with the fucking business. Bonus action, fighting spirit.
Okay.
With an angry hiss. Your kind have robbed my family of their honor, and I'm gonna slash out of the first one.
Okay.
And let's. I didn't do the advantage, but let's just see here.
Let's see. You never know.
21. Okay.
Definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage, and we'll see how bad this is.
12.
You slice the first one in half. As you run through, you just he doesn't even have a chance to draw what looks like
correct.
It looks like a curved kind of like sword. It's drawing off of its hip when you just slice him in half.
The vengeful spirit has filled me. What's the next one?
There's another one standing like within like 5-10 feet that you can easily get to if you'd like.
Okay. So you know what? We're gonna just action surge.
Okay.
And he's going down too.
All right. Give me an attack roll, please.
15.
Is that at advantage?
That's advantage.
Okay. That does hit. We're going to roll damage. They're not wearing armor, so
that is going to be a 7.
All right, that is not quite enough. He's still standing. Looks like a grievous wound. As the second blade. This was action surge, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So you kind of slash, and you could slash with the same blade. It doesn't really matter. They're both katanas as you kind of slash into both of them. The first one going down easy. The second one, perhaps pulling back a little bit. It's your assault and just taking a grievous wound, but not fatal. Would you like to do anything else, BREVERAK?
So I'm still engaged with him?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
In that case, I'm going to, if anything, is there a way I can shuffle around him, like within some of my movement to basically I want to keep the caster guy in my sight if possible.
Oh, yeah. I'll say even the direction you're facing.
Around the guy.
Yeah, so you can keep eye up on him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
All right. That will bring me now to my cultists, as one of them is dead. The other one is going to attack you, BREVERAK, since you just slew his companion. I doubt he'll be able to hit you, if I'm being honest. Let's see. That 7's not going to hit you, I'm pretty sure. So that's not going to hit. However, the next two are going to move in on our small frozen individual. They have advantage on this because she is paralyzed. 11's not going to hit her, though. Damn it. Let's try another one.
Why are you trying to get me, bro?
22 will hit.
Oh, shit.
And since you are paralyzed with a melee attack, it is a critical hit. So let me go ahead and use my cards for the first time. Okay.
I mean, anyone else feel like it's just being rude?
This is so. You're first off. You're going to take 7 points of slashing damage, which you can have because you're raging. To 3. It kind of slices into your back, and he gets a follow-up attack where normally he wouldn't. So let me roll this again. There's a chance it might miss. They're not exactly the best. 12. I'm assuming that doesn't hit you.
No.
Okay, so that wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot worse. as even despite you being frozen, these guys are inept enough to still miss. Awesome. With that, passing by, that will bring me to Velry. You can give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Mhm.
17. Let me make sure you pass. So it is unfortunately at the end of your turn, but you're no longer paralyzed. As you feel the magic, I guess maybe the pain of being stabbed kind of shakes you out of it, and you feel its hold break on you. All right, and that will then bring me to the creature's turn, whom is extremely upset now, and as an action is going to disengage from all of you, and he's going to run away. He begins to clop away, and as he's clopping away, his form turns and shifts, and he takes the form of a small goblin.
We don't get reactions to him.
No, he disengages. He doesn't. He uses his
I knew I
action.
should have charged the monster with you guys.
He uses his action to disengage, and he becomes a goblin, and he's going to try to lose you in the debris around here. So, all right. This is my custom monster. All right. We'll see if you guys see him if you attempt to chase after him. All right. Which will then bring me to Rogar. It'll be your turn.
Did Velver get to go? She's top of the round?
Yeah, the wisdom saves at the end of her turn. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then, did I see where it went? The little goblin
Saw
guy?
the direction. Yeah, you saw the direction. It went from 10 feet to like 3
Okay.
feet, and then you're not sure.
I guess I'll chase after it.
Okay. Give me a perception test.
Okay. Five.
I didn't roll high for the stealth roll,
Hey,
but it was higher
sometimes-
than that. So, I'll say that's part of your. It's going to be some of your movement, and you kind of like, oh, Rogar sees not small goblin as you kind of look, and he's gone as far as you can tell.
Huh?
So what are you going to do, Rogar?
I turn around.
Mm-hmm.
I look at the wounded cultist that I guess slashed BREVERAK,
Okay. Yeah.
and I'll take my last of my regular javelins
Oh, okay.
and I'll throw it.
All right. Give me an attack roll then.
Here we go. 14.
That hits. Don't worry about it. He only has 2 hit points. You do more damage than that, so he's dead. Yeah. If you just want to roll it, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
You easily, like, as the cultist feebly tried to attack BREVERAK and missed horribly. You just spear him through the side. Ah!
I scream when I do it. I'm frustrated.
Yes.
I turn back around. I'm looking towards the direction where I think little goblin went,
Okay. All right. I'll keep that in mind.
and I want to use my frost breath.
Okay. Yeah, because you can do this bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
It's a con save, right?
Con save. Con of 14.
All right, let me do this real fast. That's going to be a 16. So, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, he takes half damage though, right?
He does take half damage.
Okay.
That's
Well,
true.
go ahead and roll damage. He'll take half.
He'll take rolled 7.
He'll take 3 points
Yeah.
since we're rounding down. All right. So you don't know. You kind of coat. It's a cone, so it's a pretty broad area, 15 feet. That's a pretty good amount. As you kind of exhale out in that direction, and you're not sure if you
He
hit
didn't squeal or
anything.
anything.
He did not squeal. No,
It's tough bastard.
not a significant amount of damage. Come on.
Damn it! Shut up.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So that could be your turn, Rogar.
Yes, that'll do my turn.
Okay. So that will then bring me to Dayu. You are actually able to act now. You kind of make the corner. You have your full movement. You kind of this scene is before you. You're about we're gonna say you're about maybe 30 feet to Velry Moog, and there are 2 cultists attacking Velry. You're about the same distance, about 30 feet off to your right, to where BREVERAK is amid 2 corpses, former cultists. And then you're looking at 50 feet to the
50.
Because you're 10 feet back. Sorry, 50 feet towards the caster that's up on the pedestal. Not really raised section. It's not a pedestal.
You're making me do this, bro, and I don't like it.
I mean, do what you want. You do whatever you want.
I gotta do it, and I gotta step of the wind to the caster. Now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Have to.
Go ahead.
I like to imagine that the ground has an indentation where I jump off.
Oh,
towards
okay.
them.
Yeah, so you kind of focus your car, sprint.
Making my 1 attack roll now.
Okay, give me the attack roll against him.
There's a 13.
That is a glancing blow.
Oh, shit, right on the money. 4.
Damn.
6 damage.
Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, well, it was 11. That's 5 damage. Don't you try to scale it up.
I went to public school.
It's true. As you kind of rush in, and you easily move through the kind of refuse and shattered boxes and things like that, easily, almost effortlessly, moving at exceptional speed across this warehouse. And within a moment's notice, you're just next to this like scaled green hand cultist as you slice into him. Ah! And he kind of cries out for a moment.
That's my turn now.
Okay.
Is my javelin laying down by his feet?
Yeah. Where's the javelin?
No. Oh, the big javelin?
My lightning javelin.
The magical javelin? Oh, that's past him. That's somewhere. Someone's going to go look for it. It's not just laying there. I'm sorry. No, you're going to have to go look for that thing. So that brings me now to the fanatic that Dayu is standing next to now. As he... oh, hold on. No. It is. Yeah. It's the fanatic's turn. As you just attacked it, he says something in deep speech, another devotion of some kind, and
Abomination.
he is going to. Let's see here. He is going to try to reach a hand out and touch you, Dayu.
Oh.
So let's see here. Does a 16 hit?
Ooh, glancing blow. We're exchanging.
Glancing blow.
blows.
Okay. Let me make sure here. Okay. Your glancing blow is going to be a lot worse than his, though.
Yes.
His is going to be a lot worse than yours. Excuse me. As he reaches out for you with the scaled hand, swipes at you, and as he does, the claws kind of dig into your chest as you're beginning to move away, not taking the full impact. But as you do, black tendrils rake across your chest, and you take 23 points of necrotic damage, reduced to, what would that be? 11 points of necrotic damage. If it wasn't reduced, that would have been a vicious blow. So,
bro. Jesus.
All right.
Jesus.
So, as you kind of reel for a moment, and he cannot do anything else. He just says something about something about Fatagan, Tulu, something, which will then bring me to Moog. It is your turn, Moog.
Oh, hey. Yeah, my turn. So how would one take a shot at the goblin that ran about?
You'd have to look
like
for
a
it first.
Disadvantaged attack?
You'd have to look. You have to look to even see if you can get a direction here.
All right, but does that just part of the action economy?
This will be just a generic. You'll get a chance to do this. It's not going to be
like
part
perception.
Yeah, just give me
Okay.
perception.
Okay, perception. Ooh.
Unfortunately, Moog, you have no idea where it is. You don't know where to start to just
Okay.
take a shot. So,
So not
I'm
even
gonna
taking a disadvantaged pot shot wouldn't.
No,
Where-
you have no idea where it is. This is slightly different.
Not even no idea what to take.
No.
Well, shit. Then okay, not the goblin. Then where's my next target?
Okay. You have 2 cultists
Uh-huh.
on the other side of Velry, so they're not engaged with you, but they are within like 10 feet of you, probably 5 feet of you.
Oh, okay, sure.
And then of course there is the
I'll
the
go ahead
mage that
and-
Dayu's attacking.
How far away is he?
From
The
you,
mage.
that would be
Yeah.
Ooh, I think that would be 30 feet.
Okay, cool. So
I think that's what we said.
Uh,
Yeah.
I'll take. I'll go ahead and draw on the mage
Okay.
from range, just picking a shot as you would.
Give me an attack roll, please.
14.
14 is going to hit.
Sweet. So we're just going to do some standard demolish here. 9 points of piercing
9
damage.
points of piercing damage. It's
We'll
yeah,
just
it
keep
takes a
doing
bolt.
everything.
Anything else?
Oh, damn, no, because my crossbow is too many weapons. So nope.
It
got
is.
nothing else.
All right, as you kind of spin and
Even though I'm ginormous,
I know you're
the
big.
heavy crossbow.
It's built for your size, so it's not like
It
a
is.
normal
Nature-
crossbow. So it's big.
like a ballista.
It's
Yeah.
it's
It's a
pretty
ballista.
large
It's fine.
itself. A normal sized person would not be able to use this thing without exceptional strength. As you take aim and put a rather good sized bolt inside into this.
They're as big as a
fanatic.
baby's arm. It's a pretty good sized bolt.
So
That's what I call them. Baby's
got it.
arms.
The baby's arm. Yeah.
Baby's
So
arms.
he takes a pretty a shaft near to the heart, and he does not look good. That will then bring me to BREVERAK, Black Shroud. It is your turn.
All right.
The
Is there
closest.
still one standing next to me?
No, they're both dead.
Yeah.
Rogar killed the one that was still standing.
Okay.
Javelin
And
sticking
then
out of his body right now.
Moog is Dayu's up there with the
Yes.
the caster.
Yeah, you're looking at about maybe 20 feet to either one you want to get to. You could get to either
That's not what I
one.
want to get to. That's not what I want to get to. So, do I see that foul hellspawn that has brought ruin
Okay.
upon my family?
Go ahead and give me a perception test.
All right. 12.
12. You
Wait. Hold on. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 16.
Okay, you're gonna say face.
I want that guy. I
Okay,
want him.
with the
That ruined
16.
All my troubles.
With a 16, you do in fact see a huddled goblin shape, a couple icicles hanging off of his cheek, kind of peeking around one of the boxes. He would be about 40 feet from you because he took off at a full sprint. He would have to go. You'd have to run past Rogar to get to him.
Oh, deal.
Okay.
I'm going for I want to. Yeah.
Okay.
I
so
guess
you-
I'd have to do like some full movement and then a dash action. I can't dash into him because then that would be I don't know if there's anything.
Yeah, you
like
you
that.
can get to him with a dash action, but it is an action, so that's up to you.
Okay. I want to get to him. I
Okay.
mean, I don't have any ranged weapons. If I can't get to him, I
Yeah.
go,
So you
hey,
dash.
don't run away.
You cover you cover the ground, BREVERAK. We did do this in the past. You are going to be running at exceptional speed through Rogar's ice breath. Nah, it's not that potent. It did like 3 damage. You're fine. It crumbles
insulted
easily
me.
under your feet. It crackles, and you get into melee range with this creature. It kind of shifts. Would you like to do anything else?
So I don't really have a. So dash would be my action.
Yes.
I took a bonus attack. Okay. Monster. You are the cause of all my disgrace. And I'm going to bonus action, second weapon attack on him.
You have to make an attack to use second weapon attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Kick him in the face. There's really nothing else I can do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're in melee, and he obviously can't hide from you. You're standing right next to him.
That's what I want right there. Yeah.
All right.
Perfect.
So with that will then bring me to my cultists, the ones remaining. There are 2 still standing. They're both going to attack Velry because nothing else has happened. So let's see how this goes. Probably not going to matter. An 11 isn't going to hit. They are not good at this. They're crazed as they. Nope. A 10's even worse. So these crazed individuals just swinging wildly, and she's dodging and ducking out of the way, which will then bring us to the top of the round with Velry. It is your turn, finally.
All right. I guess I would even need to make a perception check now that.
No, now that BREVERAK's like standing next to him and like announced, you wouldn't need to make a check to sin. But I will say you are engaged with 2 cultists.
Right.
So.
I just want to make sure that. Yeah. Well, let's try and. I'm going to reckless attack again.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make me an attack roll then. Stats. That's definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage because you might kill him in one blow. It's a good chance. Yes, that's more than enough. It's more than enough damage. You rip one in half.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make your second attack if you want to attack the other one next to you.
Yeah.
That also hits, so go ahead and roll damage.
Plus 2, so 8, right?
You are 1 shy of killing this cultist. It's still so you do rip one to shreds very quickly. The other one, similar to what happened to BREVERAK, seeing his companion fall, takes a step back, and what would have ripped through a jugular just scratches deep into the flesh. He's on death's door, but still clinging to life for now.
I'm gonna like lick my lips, I can see the blood coming out. Like splattered on my face.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay. Okay. He's insane, so I don't know how scary that would be for him. However, that will then bring us to the creature's turn. The creature is getting pissed now. It is going to shift and change, and it takes on the appearance of BREVERAK Black Shroud. And as it does, it looks like it's wielding the same weapons as BREVERAK. And it is going to grab for something on itself. And let me see here. Yes. It tosses it at BREVERAK's feet. And suddenly there's a cloud of mist and envelops both BREVERAK and the creature. They are completely obscured from view. It's a 10-foot radius around them, completely out of sight. BREVERAK, you can give me a reaction strike at disadvantage, since you cannot technically see the creature right now.
18.
18 is going to hit. That was at disadvantage?
A disadvantage, son. We're out for vengeance tonight.
Jesus. All right, give me damage. Give me damage.
Okay. Plus, we're going to rage so focused that I surge it through my blade and inflict one of my my special charges from my dream blade. I want him to have a nightmare.
Now
Alright,
you have to coat the blade as a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So just
My
for
bad.
next time. So it still hits though. You still have an attack. It's not going to be the full chimichanga, as you would say. Still nine points.
Mm-hmm.
It looks hurt. There is thick black blood across your blade as you feel you slice into the creature, and strangely enough, when it screams, it's your own voice. You have tasted noble blood this day. As it pulls away from you, which will then bring me to Rogar. It's your turn.
All right, so I saw this all take place in front of me.
You saw the creature turn into BREVERAK,
and then throw,
and then disappeared from view.
I hear sword fighting in there. I guess.
You hear something happening, and I will say this, Rogar, you can tell that the smoke itself is already beginning to dissipate, as if it's only lasts for mechanically a round.
Okay. It's still hazy.
Yeah, you can't see into it yet.
Can Rogar make the assumption? Did he see the form shift in any way in there? Like as far as like shift position?
Give me a perception test. It will be at disadvantage.
Oh, all right.
Because it is heavily obscured.
Yes. It's really so well night.
I know. I'm sorry.
13.
That's right on the cusp, probably. I'll tell you what. I'll allow you to make an assumption that you think you might know where the doppelganger is.
Okay. How far away is the mage from me, too?
The mage, if you looked over towards the mage where you're standing, we said about 20 feet.
Okay.
Dayu's up there currently.
Okay.
It's a big tear through his kimono, black spots on his chest. There's also a bolt sticking out of the fanatic too.
I'm gonna go in.
Okay.
Towards what I assume is the doppelganger.
Yeah, what you assume is the doppelganger. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to assume it's doppelganger.
I trust you, warrior.
Give me an attack roll.
Big one.
It will be at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Because this is still heavily obscured.
Can I use reckless attack?
Yeah, you can if you want to just make it just a straight roll.
Yeah. All right. Are you serious? That's 3 threes in a row.
However, I do want you to roll a d4 real fast.
Okay. Four.
Okay. All right. All right. So you swing and you hear nothing but air. Some of the smoke kind of dissipates as you heavy blade passes through, dispersing some of the smoke, and you hear from beneath the strike. What are you doing, friend Rogar? It is I, BREVERAK.
Hello.
Shit.
Oh.
Shit. Well, that's all Rogar can do. He's looking confused.
Confused. that will then bring me to Dayu. It is your turn.
All right. Debating which one I want to do first. I am going to. I guess we'll do the sword attack first.
Okay.
Oh shit! That was with damage. My bad. Ignore that one.
We'll see if it
21.
hits. That hits. So we'll take the 10 damage then.
Okay. So 10 damage.
Yes.
And
he looks pretty bad as you slice into him.
Good.
He's holding his chest with his like scaled hand.
Good, because I'm going to spend a key point and unleash body shots on him.
Okay, give me attack rolls. 2 attack rolls.
I want to roll both of them.
All right. 18.
There's an 18
that hits.
and a 22.
They both hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Now, I don't want to kill this guy. I just want to knock him unconscious.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
So the first one is going to do 7 damage.
All right.
As I kick him in the stomach.
All right.
And he heaves over, and then grab him by his head and slam his head into the ground.
That is more than enough.
For 8 damage.
Yeah, you kick him, and then you grab him, and then smash him into the ground. And as you do, his strange cackling laugh that he's had as you've been beating him ceases, and he is rendered unconscious.
Yes.
All right.
That's my turn.
That is Dayu's turn. My fanatic is unconscious. Let's see here. That will then bring me to Moog. Broadjaw.
So I would have seen the squirrely little goblin bastard.
Oh yeah.
But then he turned into
BREVERAK, and then he disappeared.
Turned into BREVERAK. Yeah. Now he's gone. I don't know.
He disappeared.
Which one is?
And then suddenly the smoke is beginning to clear. You see 3 forms. You see the hulking monstrosity that is Rogar. And then you see 2 smaller forms in heavy armor, both wielding katanas.
Right. And then the mage still.
The mage is unconscious. Dayu has put his face
the mage
through
is unconscious now. We're trying not to. Okay.
Yeah. He put
so
his
what would I
head
need
through
to
it.
do to determine?
Now there's still
shoot?
okay. If you're focusing on that, I will need you. Well, first off, they're both heavily obscured.
Okay.
For now, at the end of the round, they won't be. Just food for thought. Now behind you, there's still a cultist standing next to Velry. If you would like to deal with that.
So let me draw on him. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just draw on him.
Just give me an attack roll. If you hit, he's dead. He has 1 hit point.
Okay.
So just so you know.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit.
That's definitely hits. So how would you like to do this?
I just want to roll some damage anyway. Oh, max damage though. I mean,
Jesus. Yeah, it's bad.
Essentially, the bolt the bolt goes right through his neck.
Yeah.
And it's a large baby's arm, and it goes through and just shears off his head.
I will say, Velry's already kind of opened it quite a bit, and then you just spin and it just cleaves right
through. It just right, and
cleaves right through what's left, and then he just kind of topples to the ground.
Impressing Velry, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you do smatter her with blood.
Large bolts. Yeah.
She seems to like it.
I mean, that's her jam, though. Literally, she likes it as jam on her bread.
Into that.
Moog, would you like to do anything else?
I'm gonna move up next to friend Rogar on the way. If
in the mist, like in the smoke. Okay, you're gonna move into the smoke. Okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. And if allowed, I would stow my crossbow and take up my warhammer.
Okay.
All right. So when I reach Rogar, I'll have my warhammer and 2-handed versatile style.
Got it. That will then bring me to BREVERAK. It is your turn.
All right. 2 things real quick. So he's disengaged from me?
Yes, he's now. The smoke is only 10 feet radius. So everyone in the smoke right now is heavily obscured. So you're seeing like an outline. Does that make sense? You're not seeing the actual person. You're just seeing like an outline of them.
Fortunately, I just have to look for me.
Now, yes, I will say, luckily for you, the other 2 inside the mist with you are gigantic size. Moog is huge. Rogar is huge. You're not as big as them. So you can look for the shape that is not as big, and
I'm
you can easily find it.
First thing I'm going to do is call out. Hopefully he'll hear my direction. Friend Rogar, it is I over here. Remember what I did underneath the ground, where I blew us all away. Who would know this? And then I'm going to try and find the BREVERAK shape.
Okay. Give me attack roll. It will be at disadvantage because we're still currently heavily obscured.
Bonus action fighting spirit.
Okay. So straight roll.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my God! I switched dice.
I'm sorry. It's not enough. It's because of the heavy smoke in the area. You swing and likewise just nothing but air. All right. That will then bring me to Velry. It is your turn. The only person you can see, Velry, easily is Dayu, and he's still holding the head of the fanatic up on the stage. The rest of the party is in this kind of like smoke cloud. It is quickly dissipating. Well, actually, no, hold on. You're at the top of the round, so it is now dissipating.
Right.
So you see before you, there are 2 BREVERAKs standing there. There is Rogar and Moog as well. Everyone's just kind of standing there looking between the 2 of them.
Rogar and Moog are back-to-back 80s hairband rock style, ebony and ivory, okay?
I don't know about that. But
how far away are they from me?
Vanilli.
We'll say about 20 feet from you.
And then would I be able to use my like dampy senses to distinguish which one is?
You can give me a intuition check to see which one is the monster.
Did you smell their blood?
Which one's intuition?
I
Insight.
It's insight. Excuse me. I said intuition.
Four.
Insight check. I'm
Yeah,
getting my systems mixed up for a moment.
An unnatural 20?
Oh shit! You get the feeling that the one on the left is the fake BREVERAK.
And you said 20 feet away?
Yes.
I'm going to reckless attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just kind of launch over the rest of your party. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Feeling feisty, there's fresh blood on my face. I've licked it off. I'm feeling good about my life.
26 is definitely going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. I don't know.
Natural 20.
That was a natural 20 in there.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was a natural 20.
Jesus
Shit.
Christ.
Crit card.
That was a critical.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Let's roll. Let me pull the card.
Hero
You know,
again.
Halo has never been a bad idea ever. Is all I'm
I'm
gonna
so
say.
glad I'm not going to die by friendly fire.
This
Oh my
is
God.
now I will say this is considered slashing damage, right?
Yeah, it is.
It is, yeah. Okay, so maximum damage is your crit.
Okay.
So whatever your maximum damage you can roll an attack is.
2d6 plus 4 or plus, so 2d6 plus 6.
So
No. It would be a 6. It'd be a D6
just 1d6. So
plus
6
4.
plus 4. So you're looking at 10 damage on the first hit. Okay, Velry, how would you like to do this? It is more than enough to destroy the
Avenge my
creature.
family's honor.
I'm just gonna stick with the theme of the night and rip through that throat and rip the head off. You know, just like
Dear God. Velry launches over Moog and Rogar, which is impressive. They are, almost 8 feet tall, both of them. Well, Moog is 8 feet tall. Rogar's almost there as well. You kind of jump over the top
Matrix
of them.
It,
Yeah, exactly. And the creature's eyes shift to you. No, it is I! Ah! You start ripping into it, unfazed, almost gleefully. The rest of you, Rogar and Moog, are probably taken aback, like, oh, savage.
What's BREVERAK thinking? Like,
Yeah, what do you think, BREVERAK?
Watching himself being torn apart. You know?
Watching yourself get ripped to pieces.
Do you know?
I'm sure that's concerning, to say the least.
He's very torn. He's filled with joy to see.
Literally.
He is. But that's him. I mean,
he is in fact torn as Velry rips through his throat, and as she does,
she looks so happy as she does it too, and
she's smiling,
terrifying.
Tearing through it. This black, thick blood just begins to coat her, and as she rips through it, the body begins to stretch and writhe and moves back into its original 10-foot tall form. Underneath her, she's kind of panting, still ripping into it, and it's definitely dead. And that will take us out of combat as Velry once again
I told you,
gets it.
It was a doppelganger the entire time. You saw what it did. Now you believe me.
Moog doesn't care.
I guess not.
No, Moog's thinking about it. Moog's thinking about it. Yeah, actually, in real time, I was thinking about, well, this means that Breverak's probably innocent to some degree. And then so out loud, Breverak, surely this is what's been plaguing your honor these last several weeks.
Well, if we're all done down there, I need some damn rope. And I jump down with a body on my shoulders.
Who's got
plump
rope?
him on the ground.
Rogar's got rope.
Yeah, I got rope too. So yeah.
Mhm. I will say Breverak is probably your rope expert.
That's true.
Being a sailor. So
Also, so I listened to the episode where I had wife got her. Never mind. Either way, where I went here and Jumbo Thick did Beverrack, which was so hilarious to me, and I really want to overplay that. Like, all right, perfect, the noble one will bring an honorable way to dispute this. Or you're just it's gonna get worse. But lost my train of thought.
Are you gonna tie him up?
Lost my train of thought.
Don't tie him up.
Oh no, you guys, you needed a carpenter, and Beverak is a sailor, and his skills are like carpentry. Like, and I was just like, oh, if I was here, we could have helped you make those coffins and stuff like that.
it's okay. Regardless, though, you are able, with Breverak's help, easily tie this man up.
Rogar takes like some cloth or something and gags his mouth.
Okay.
As he's a spellcaster.
It's true. Yes.
And Rogar. Rogar's worried about his hands.
Bro.
Because hands can do things too.
Okay.
They're
tied.
Them off.
They're tied.
Are they completely tied? Like
they're tied. I mean, Breverak's very proficient at this.
Okay.
Given time.
Okay. Good.
This isn't the. You have time, so this isn't a quick check. Like.
Yeah.
I'm angry. I'm filled with hate. I'm tight. They're like little tourniquets.
I will say,
man. I'm telling
if you decide to chop this man's hands off, we will be rolling to see if he dies of blood loss.
Yeah.
I'm not. No.
So I'm just saying. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Did they have like the little cloak with the eyes on them?
They do not have eyes on them. Now the cloak is very thick, and upon close inspection, you would see that it does have on the underside of the cloak, the side that's obscured right now, if you kind of pull it back, well, you can see it on multiple bodies. It is the same color and material as the other cultists that you guys had killed on the rooftops so long ago. Like, this is like reversible.
None of the same faces, perhaps? I don't know. Long shot, but it was dark, so I don't know if
it was dark. That would be a tough one. Okay. However, I do want Breverak to give me a history check.
Okay.
Also, Rogar's going to be looking for his javelins.
Okay. You get advantage on that, Breverak?
18. Oh.
Okay. Well, you're not going to need it.
Are the cloaks magical?
What was that?
Are the cloaks magical?
No, they are not. They're not magical. They're very. It's very obvious that they're playing. As a matter of fact, some of them where you guys have been attacking them are like torn and damaged. Obviously, not magical at this point. Rogar, I'll say you're able to find your javelin. That's not going to be hard. Does somebody want to look over the corpses while Breverak is studying these individuals?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And,
I'll watch over the corpses.
I mean, and I will say you do have Inspector Rogar here.
Inspector Rogar will assist with his monocle.
He does have a magic monocle.
He'll be there, you know.
I want to talk to Breverak while he's tying the person up.
Okay. Well, Rogar, go ahead and roll your investigation, and then I will give you some information, Breverak. What do you want to say, Moog?
Oh, just talk about the situation. Obviously, you know, seems that innocence might be a little more nuanced than I was first led to believe. And, you know, basically just, you know, try and smooth over, buddy up, and say, obviously there's more to get to the bottom of this than what I was led to believe.
No, we will talk more of this, but I feel very, very drained at this moment.
So
For this causes so much pain, but I just don't. There's just something not right about this situation. Something even more not right besides this beast.
BREVERAK.
In the end, we'll find a way to clear your name and restore your honor.
Okay. BREVERAK. Sorry, I wasn't trying to intrude.
He's focused. Yeah.
I will say at this point, BREVERAK, you realize something about the man that you just tied up. You recognize his face. He is a servant in the castle, in Castle White Shroud. You recognize him because at some point you had dealings with a rather unsavory noble within the household. He is the youngest son of Warlord Rinzo, the head of Clan White Shroud. His name is Lord Akron. And you would know, BREVERAK, that Warlord Rinzo is, in fact, he's an older hobgoblin. He's, while he was a decorated war veteran, a sailor, much like many of the White Shrouds throughout their lineage, he is getting older. He's getting to the point where someone else might be taking over the clan soon. He does have several sons. One of them, unfortunately, disappeared over a year ago and was never heard from again. He's been assumed dead. At least that's what the shogunate has informed him of.
Kinsu.
His name is Kinsu. And his remaining two sons, he does also have a daughter, but his remaining two sons are Lord Toru, his eldest son, and Lord Akron, his youngest son. Lord Akron is ambitious. He's very good with money, with trade. He has brought great prosperity to Port Dorona, more so than it has seen in quite some time. And you recognize this as one of his personal servants.
Just making notes, bro.
Okay. Rogar, I didn't see your investigation check. What was it? 15? 15? Okay, so with a 15, you discover that, well, first off, you find the equivalent of 5 gold pieces amongst these individuals. You also find 20 silver pieces. And you also find on the fanatic, the one that BREVERAK tied up, you find a key that matches the key that Dayu was given by Cole Greybeard. It's a key with like a squid-like head with 6 eyes on it. Black metal. In addition to this, Rogar, as you're looking them over, it is plain for him to see, and most of you have pretty good passive perception, that there is thick, muddy-like substances on most of the cultist boots. As you bend down to kind of smell it, it smells like filth. It doesn't smell like mud.
Does it smell like sewer?
It smells like sewage.
Were most of these items on the doppelganger?
No. In fact, as you kind of look over the creature, you don't find anything of note. You do find a pouch
Okay.
Pretty much the rest of it is like just a sludge kind of. It's oozing and gross looking. You've dealt with these before. It does have like a small pouch. It looks like it is empty at this point. Like perhaps its trump card was in the pouch and it used it. But you don't find anything else on the creature itself.
Okay. Anything descriptive about the warehouse itself, as far as like, does it just look like an abandoned warehouse, or?
You've been in several places around the docks at this point. There are these buildings kind of dot and litter the area. It's such a big city that these things just kind of happen sometimes. Somebody went out of business. It doesn't look like there's anything special about this, as far as you can tell.
All right.
Can I pull out the map of the sewers and check if there's like a hidden entrance in this warehouse somewhere?
Sure. Yeah, you kind of pull the map out. What would this be? I think this might be a survival roll.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a survival roll.
That's a 9.
No, you're not quite. I mean, the map, I will say, this is Cratch's map, so it's not exactly to scale. So you're kind of looking at it, and you're like, You know, there is an entrance down here on the dock somewhere. You're not sure. You do know where one is for sure, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll make my way back to where the cultist was.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody
I don't know
where
how
it was?
wide the
Who this man is?
would be. Daya, you were saying, please.
Do you know who this is?
This
Anyone?
this man here, I do know this man. This man is Hobgoblin. I have seen him in the castle. I believe he is a servant of Lord Akron, one of the sons of Warlord Grinzo. This is a person in a position of quite high power. This may mean bigger things than we realize. At least more than my simple brain can comprehend. But no, this man is known to me.
He's a psychopath now, so what kind of questions do we ask a psychopath?
I do not know. Hopefully we can get some sort of information that might follow the information you got from the old man in the tavern.
Yeah. You want me to wake him up, or you want to do it somewhere else?
It seems like a good place. There's no one around. Roger's, before we do this, Roger's gonna peek his head outside.
Thank you. Give me a perception test, Rogar.
All right.
Door
9.
lock it.
Now, as you peek out over your shoulder, you hear, "There, master, there!" As Snacks is crawled up on your shoulder, and he's pointing out. You see one hidden deep. And with Snacks pointing, you see a individual further out. Now, we'll say the docks in the nearby area is very there's not a lot of traffic right now. You get the idea that a lot of the city in this moment, after what has happened in the near past, has it is not functioning the way it normally does. There's not a lot of people out, period. You do see an individual watching the warehouse from a pretty good distance, and you recognize the cloak he's wearing as similar garb to the people that are lying dead in this warehouse.
Does he notice me looking at him?
Are you being stealthy?
I mean, I did peek my head out like this.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check, Rogar. Let's see how stealthy
Big ass head.
giant
Sure.
Rogar the Dragonborn is. He might be. You never know.
18. Not too shabby. Not too shabby.
Okay. As far as you know, invisible, Rogar. You peek out.
How far would Rogar estimate?
Oh, a pretty good distance away.
How many feet?
I don't know, maybe 200 feet or so. Pretty good ways away. Just watching the warehouse in general.
Rogar peeks back down. And Moog. There's someone watching us from afar. You think you can take the shot?
Take the shot.
Yes. Point me in the direction.
Rogar is gonna like kind of wave him over towards the door, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And
All right, Moog.
he's gonna be like, you know, just
Yes.
be ready, and I'm just gonna like point one side once they're out there.
Okay. All right, Moog.
Maybe get one shot off.
I'll
you
say
know?
this. You kind of duck out. Now, Moog, I'm assuming you're piling out behind Rogar, right?
Yeah, I am going to just peek around right
Yeah.
behind him because just a little bit over his shoulder
Yes.
because I can kind of tiptoe.
As
up.
this happens, the individual sees all of you, and he's beginning to move back into like the nearby kind of alley structure that he's by. He does have
Try.
3/4 cover.
Mm.
Doesn't mean anything to Moog though.
Sharpshooter.
He is sharpshooter, so
Yeah.
go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Take that. Since Snacks and Rogar pointed it out to me, can I have advantage?
No, you can have a attack roll. You can have
Straight up attack roll.
Yes.
Okay,
Shit.
so that's a
Jesus.
25 minus 5
Oh my God.
for a 20. Shall I do this?
Gorgeous.
It is more than enough damage.
Yeah, but I want to see how much.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh, nice. Max minus 1, so 23 points of damage.
As
Yeah.
Moog
There's a
very
head just
Moog very expertly snaps out. How do you want to do this, Moog?
What did I hit? What kind of creature is that?
It's definitely a humanoid, like a hobgoblin in a cloak.
So probably through its right eye
Mhm.
and shearing off just a,
Mhm.
chunk
Mhm.
as it goes through.
Okay.
Probably how that would be. That would
Yeah. The agent of these cultists takes one to the face as it's and it's almost completely gone. Like he's almost made his escape after seeing obviously that his compatriots have failed, and you take him clean in the face and he just drops dead in the alley. Nobody's none the wiser from a significant distance.
Yes.
Yeah, you did it. Hit it, you bastard.
Beautiful.
You did it.
Beautiful.
That was teamwork, gentlemen. Beautiful.
I mean, one shy of max damage. That's fucking amazing. Happy birthday
impressive.
to me.
It's impressive.
We got it in under the wire, gentlemen.
Impressive.
Oh man.
Indeed. So as the cultist falls over dead, is there anything you guys would like to do right now?
Rogar says, "I think we're clear," and
We're gonna start waterboarding.
start waterboarding.
Okay. You pick up the fanatic. He's tied. You're just gonna sit him up. How are we doing this mock torture thing?
I imagine we just sit him up. We're gonna sit him up.
Mm-hmm.
Daya will stand behind him.
I'm gonna punch him around the face a little bit.
He's unconscious.
He's unconscious right now.
But
I'll
Daya's
wait till
gonna
he
stand
wakes up.
behind him,
Jesus.
and
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
does BREVERAK just punch him real fast?
No.
You don't want to kill him for me? Please do.
I deflect his
No.
punch.
Yeah, if you hit him, he's gonna die. Don't
He's gonna
hit him.
die
Please
if
don't
you
hit
hit
him.
him.
Oh yeah, no, I understand that.
And then
That
I
was-
punch
that was
you.
Rhetoric. Yeah.
Okay.
No,
So you sit him up. He's
Yeah.
unconscious still.
Sit him up.
Mm-hmm.
Try to wake him up.
Give him a
Splash
couple
some water on his
slaps.
face. Throw sake on his face.
Yeah, and he'll kind of eventually.
And, I'm gonna
Eyes all
stand
wide.
behind him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna put my hand like on his side right here, very
Mhm.
Bane style,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and then wait for someone to start interrogating him.
Baby, there's a baby. A lot of babies on the show today.
See that baby?
All right, as you place your hand on his shoulder, he's still gagged.
Do you feel in charge?
Hands tied behind his back.
All right.
I mean, Breverak's gonna take the lead since he knows him.
Yeah, I figured BREVERAK was going to take the lead.
Yeah.
So.
I'm gonna get up.
I want Moog to kind of just be standing off to the side, holding his head back. I mean, we're all going after this guy, like just pulling his, stretching his head back, you know,
Okay.
making sure
Got
he
it.
knows he's contained.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's getting creepy in
Gonna
here.
kind of grab him by the head. Not. That's just kind
A lot of
hold
people
his head
grabbing
so we
him.
can look right into. Yeah, a lot.
I'll say
yeah.
Dayu's got his hand on
Yeah,
him
like
already.
this there,
And
like
you're
Yeah,
gonna-
Jai steps away now. Everyone's got real Jai's personal
Jesus.
space.
Yeah.
Slap him around.
What are you gonna do, Breverak?
And
Love it.
what is your name? I know that you work for Lord Akron. Who
His
are
eyes
you?
are
Why
his
you
eyes are
here?
wide. There's a gag in his mouth.
What? I'm sorry. Could you speak up? And just really try to be cruel.
Mm-hmm.
And if it sounds like he's trying to make some legible words,
I mean, he is.
tell you what. Here, let me take that out, and then gag him.
Okay.
Intimidation roll.
First, as soon as you ungag him, he's insane, and he's
Okay.
immune to most things that you would
Okay.
be trying to do to him right now. His mind has been he has the eyes of a crazy man, and as you drop the thing from his mouth, he says, "Yeah, relay, Cthulhu Fatagan."
I shoved the thing back in his mouth.
Shove it
I
back
don't
in.
know finish. Yeah, I shoved it back in. Yeah, I don't know what's about to happen. Yeah. Do not try that again. And just
Mm-hmm.
tie it back on. Throw my hands up. Do what you will.
No, this is
Throw my
pointless.
back.
Throw him in the ocean.
What are you gonna? Is that what you're gonna do?
And leave his head here.
Should we?
Perhaps the lady would like to take a
There's nothing.
snack.
Snack. There's no like.
Fight him for some healing.
I mean,
You could eat him if you'd like. He would die. I'll tell you that
Get
right
that,
now.
Get that vampiric healing.
He will die if you decide to eat him.
We're done here.
there's no. Is there any markings on him? Like on his person, on his skin, like anything?
Okay. Are you going to try to? Are you going to actually look him over?
Yeah. Besides
Yeah.
just his hand, and his arm.
Yeah. He's kind of like crazy, wide-eyed, moving around. If you kind of grab him and you forcefully kind of move up his kind of kimono, I'm assuming you guys removed his cloak and everything. You'd see that the mutation, we'll call it, has spread pretty far up his arm to his shoulder and across his chest. It looks like, actually, now that you're seeing it more up close and personal, that his fingers are actually webbed in between them, almost like a fish. And his eyes are actually slightly bigger than they should be, like more bulbous. Other than that, you don't find any notable markings on his person as you're kind of looking him over.
There's no I don't know. Maybe we covered this when I was looking at the other bodies, but there's nothing on him either that would indicate, like on his person, like a note or a pendant.
No,
or...
he did have the key.
He did have the key. Okay.
Yeah, he's the one that had the key.
I'm gonna take the key and show it, put it in his face.
Mm-hmm.
Any reaction when I do that?
Give me an intuition test. Right? Yeah,
Okay.
insight. Intuition. Damn it, which one is it? It's insight in this game.
Natural one.
Natural one. If only I had critical cards for that. You look at him, Rogar. Strange, crazy man. As you stare at him.
Damn it.
You kind of shake it at him a couple times like he's an animal. He kind of acts like one a little bit.
Okay.
He's still gagged. If you guys want to ungag him, maybe he'll speak.
Rory's gonna take the gag out for a brief second, or before he does, he's gonna name the island, or the lighthouse.
Okay.
He's gonna say,
Do you know the island's name?
I don't know.
I don't think you do.
He's just gonna say lighthouse, I guess.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Lighthouse. Is this where you gather? And he's gonna pull out the gag for a sec, see if he says anything in Goblin.
He will, as you pull the gag out, he will bring us all close. We will all wake from this nightmare.
Puts it back in.
Smart.
I could use this. I pull out my gourd. It could take a while, but he looks small. He might get a little weak in the knees if I force feed him this. Perhaps he would say something. If no one objects, Roger is gonna take out the rag.
Oh God!
Take his gourd.
Jesus!
I'll hold his mouth open.
BREVERAK is gonna hold his head for you.
And just start. Yeah, okay.
Start
BREVERAK's
pouring
holding his
it.
head. Just pour it pour it in, waterboard style,
Let's see.
with sake.
He will make a Constitution saving throw. Let's see here. That's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. Nope. He may be immune to being charmed or frightened, but he's not immune to being force-fed booze. It's highly unexpected events have taken place. So, he will have the equivalent of the poison condition now, and he becomes very sluggish and possibly more pliable as you drench him in sake as he...
Ask the same questions again.
Mhm.
Where do you gather?
The master. The master sends us to collect the missing pieces.
Who is your master's name?
He is the master.
Oh, yeah.
He is glorious.
Yes, yes,
He
glorious.
will wake us from this nightmare. This
I-
dream. This dream will end.
What is his name?
The great Tulu will unite us.
Great Tulu.
We will wake in his sunken city
Damn shame we don't have a paladin.
when the stars are right. When the stars are right. That's what you get from him so far. Spectre Rogar takes out his book.
Writes it down, of course.
It's down real quick. Yes.
Very poor handwriting, you know. What's that?
Master.
What is this key? What does this do?
Why don't you give me a persuasion roll real quick, Rogar?
16.
Pretty good. Pretty good. He has a disadvantage on this. Yep, he fails bad. He feels bad. Get you to the hidden place out of the castle. Underground. The master does not wish us to venture out into the open air.
So it's under the castle, he said, right?
He says underground. That's all he said.
Underground. Outside of the castle? He said
He said it gets him outside of the castle.
Under the ground.
Does the master have another name? Perhaps the name that he uses when he must deal with
The Great
the
One.
regular people.
The Great One. The Mighty. The Chosen of Tulu. He shall rise. We shall rise!
Yeah. Is it this Akron, Lord Akron? Is that the Tulu, the chosen of Tulu?
You have strange words, lizard thing. This nightmare will end soon. Very soon. You, perhaps. You will make it end. I need Rogar to give me a charisma saving throw.
$21.
Shit, you pass easily. You do feel that his words are laced with perhaps magic.
Roger shakes his head.
Yeah.
I feel that you need another drink. And over his mouth.
You pour some more in?
Yeah, pour some more in.
How much are you gonna give him?
I mean, another healthy swig, you know?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
you know?
Has anyone ever died of alcohol poisoning in D&D before?
We're about to find out.
Pretty.
Holy cow!
He's pretty
You
bad.
waterboarded him with alcohol.
He's pretty bad. He's,
Is there any easy access to your coven, your hideout?
hidden doors get you around the city.
Does anyone else have any questions that I perhaps am not?
The key gets you through the door, past the hound.
In the sewers? You know this word, sewers.
Yeah, he's drunk. He's drunk enough, I think. Yes, through sewers. Get you into the dungeons. That's where the Great One's favorite
Lord Akron
does his work.
Yes, of course.
This Great One does his best work there.
BREVERAK.
All shall
Yes.
end.
Rogar
I
puts
will
his
let
hand,
him. He
Rogar
does
puts-
more on his own. My questions will slow him down.
Rogar puts his hand on the man's mouth.
Mhm.
This is BREVERAK has served Lord Akron before. You could use his name if you feel the need.
Okay, you gonna remove your hand?
Move it.
You will bring this to its end. I need BREVERAK to give me a charisma saving throw because he has one more spell slot.
Oh no!
That's correct.
BREVERAK You are under a very subtle, and I will say it's a very subtle manipulation of the mind.
Okay.
He is inciting you to kill him, something that you're probably on the verge of doing anyway. And without much effort, it's almost instantaneous. BREVERAK. He begins speaking to you, and you draw your blade and just slice through his throat. And he dead.
Well, I feel we accomplished our task.
Yes.
Like
That
push
needed to be
him
done.
down off the chair, you know.
Falls down, empty.
Elder, I'm
As-
glad to see you moving around.
Are we done yet? So I can go back and get some sleep.
I think so. I think we should all go back and take a rest.
I do
As-
think it would be wise to at least vacate this place.
With that,
Do we burn it down?
oh no.
And that's where we end it. Yeah, break.
With
BREVERAK
Rogar,
grabs a torch.
with
That's
Full
amazing.
cigarette.
with Rogar prepositioning, burning yet another building down. That is in fact where we will take
We're
our first
terrorists.
break.
Fuck yeah.